if we don't really have honesty and integrity, which is a form of conscience in many ways, we don't really have anything, do we? If you really think about that, if we don't search for or know something integral about ourselves, if we're not moved by a truth that is deeper than opinion, or belief, if we don't have some kind of self-referring honesty that some may call conscience, but conscience is a hot word and I don't know whether it's very valuable, I'm not sure. But if we don't have that, then what? If we don't have that inner integrity, then what do we have? I don't think we have anything. And it's not a place, it's a relationship with our inner core. And I don't think most people even know this. You know, I certainly look at the world of politics, you know, which is a great mirror of the world, a great mirror of us, a great mirror of people in many ways, in some ways. And you see really a lot of clowns, a lot of people moved by something without any integrity, without any self-referring honesty. How can a man or woman do that? How can they do that? It seems inexplicable that you could spend a life living in the lie, living in dishonesty. And I know I'm naive in a way to the ways of man, but I'm not in some other ways. I'm just still carry and have always carried a certain, what to say, innocence. And it's been really covered up, you know, it's been really deluded, and I would say I've only realised it in the last like 10-15 years. But still, even during that, you know, those my dark years, my darkness, what I would call the wilderness years, when I was, you know, a drinker, lost in the wilderness. I have been in the wilderness, believe me. And but even in that time, there was a calling or a yearning or a battle with something, you know, deeper, some that I can only call a kind of longing for some integrity. I had no idea, but still that I can see the threads of the longing for integrity, even back there in the division, in the darkness, in the chaos, in my chaotically dysfunctional life. You know, so are these people so lost? I mean, so lost that they've abandoned all capacity to move from any deeper integrity. There's no spiritual route. Cut off from the source, cut off from God, except on the level of some strange belief system. You can't believe in God, you can't pontificate believing in God when you don't live a godly life. It's insane. And I'm not pointing at anybody in particular, I'm just saying how confused the world is, how confused we are, and how the only real spiritual journey, endeavour to make a real human being, to cultivate a real human being, is to search for and find deeper integrity,